Bluehole Entertainment, what is wrong with you, you sad fucking sad sacks who are sad? Seriously, right now you are being the corporate definition of a fucking sad sack. I don't know if you've heard this, you probably have, I've gotten emailed about it a bunch of times. I'm looking at the story right now, and I'm blinking in bloody disbelief. So, Bluehole Entertainment, the company that puts out PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, has actually gone ahead and sued Epic Games over Fortnite. Not here in this country, over in Korea. They want to find out in a Korean court of law whether or not Fortnite copied and stole from PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, because once again, the people behind Battlegrounds seem to think they have the trademark, the copyright, the sole rights to Battle Royale style games, even though they didn't invent the genre, and even though Fortnite is miles more original than PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds could ever hope to be, and I say this as someone who relatively likes PUBG. But this is just pathetic. This is pitiful. It makes me so angry I want to come. That's how utterly dismal this is. I've already talked in the past about PlayerUnknown and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds and Bluehole Entertainment all being fairly bitter. In fact, I call the game Bittergrounds now, because the people behind it seem to have the sourest grapes in town because they came second place in a see how much money you can make competition. And they kept the money, but they're still sad because they didn't come in first. I'm making a lot of assumptions there, but when you're dealing with the people behind Battlegrounds who have done nothing but show their ass since other games came along, assuming they're being bitter little nematodes is really just following on from their past behaviour and drawing fairly logical conclusions, really. According to an official representing PUBG talking to Korea Times, "We filed the suit to protect our copyright in January." Yeah, that's not what copyright is. You can't just point at another game that's in the same genre as you and say, "They copied us!" That's not copyright law at work, friend. You stupid fucks. I don't know if you remember this, but a while ago, PUBG tried to sue two mobile games that were quite clearly aping PUBG, quite clearly trying to look like PUBG, but the way in which the lawsuit was trying to defend PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds claims, it was ludicrous. The lawsuit is ludicrous if you've looked at it. It's an absolute joke. It really is. The things they're trying to claim credit for, there's a frying pan weapon in our game and it's iconic. We own the phrase winner winner chicken dinner. You really don't. It's like they're specifically filing for the things that don't belong to PUBG. Maybe because, as I've said in a Gymquisition before, the stuff that they could claim as fully their own is not all that interesting and really easy to copy because it just looks like some bog standard shooter fare, really. It's just people on an island and anyone can make that game. As long as they don't rip off what original artwork is in there and don't run afoul of the trademark in the name and logo and all that stuff, I mean, you're pretty golden, because copyright isn't about, "Oh, they copied our game style," when, you didn't even invent the genre. Well, what's wrong with you? That's why Fortnite is leagues ahead right now, because they have a lot of original artwork, a lot of original identity in their game that others can't legally ape. And even if they did just manage to skirt around copyright and make a game that looked like Fortnite but wasn't Fortnite, Epic Games probably wouldn't sue them, because Epic Games isn't in the habit of losing money. It's almost as if it's a really bad look for a game that's already massively popular and successful starts suing other game companies for making games a bit more popular and successful than your already massively successful product. That's what gets me here more than anything else. I know I keep bringing it up, but it really is a sticking point. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is a massive success. Just because Fortnite overshadowed it in the end, that doesn't mean people stopped buying PUBG, people stopped playing PUBG. It's still really fucking popular. And yet, Bluehole seemingly hasn't stopped fucking crying about it. Bluehole, you are not gonna find what you want in a Korean court of law. You will find what you want in an art department. Go hire one and stop wasting money on lawyers, you fucking turds.